you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Back for a return visit? Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're frying anything.
If I don't come visit you, ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yep.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
My career is at stake.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman
You can see me. Oh God, I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not love. Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not. No air fills my lungs, only fire.
The spirit looks at you.
It is hard to hear of such power, and not covet it for yourself.
The Meister sits slumped in her chair. You notice that some...
What news? Can you channel enough source? Are you powerful enough to proceed? The Magisters kept records of each and every... Break into the Magister. Remember these...
The Meister stares intently at you.
Still alive? Gods above...
She leans in. Her bloody...
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the...
You can't channel enough sauce? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? Indeed not. And ever more difficult when you've been purged. The river of my sauce has been dammed, so we must seek alternatives. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. You will not be there long, I assure you. However, it is the path we walk.
The Meister doubles over in a...
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. And you do not seem to be paying. Sorcerers, your focus, your only... The Magisters have kept legend, but do be careful not to... And if their barracks...
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember...
The spirit of an elegant...
You can...
Lucky find.
Keep talking, Wolf, and you let that bit in sawdust from a cell floor.
The dog lies there quietly.
What are you looking at? I'm sick here. Get lost.
It snaps at your hand.
Got a pain in the neck.
It flinches. A low, threatening growl builds. Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of metal rivets, gouging the poor dog's skin. The dog gives you a long, hard stare, but the dog goes to bite your hand.
Hey, I feel okay. Thanks. I think I'll wander off now. Here, before I go, what can I do to show my gratitude? Master did. Huh? Wait a minute.
He turns to his...
You bad man!
Come over. It's not like you're buying anything.
Hey, don't come visit.
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away. God damn it. How's my livelihood? Penny for a grieving beggar? No.
Vapid fiction.
You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind, could I?
He gives you a cool look, then rummages in his pocket.
That's your luck. Go on, then. Get...
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Divine order to march against the...
The Silent Watcher's jaws clench and slap.
I don't care if you tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him.
You can't just charge
You've been warned, Barnes. Now get out of my sight.
The Magister turns.
Oh, there, lizard. Now, I'm looking for someone. You might even know him. Grey cloak, grey beard. Of course you haven't. If I find you're hiding him from me, I'll cut off bits that won't grow back. If you see anything... He's a sorcerer dressed as a tinkerer. Our brother started... He fled into this stinking shed, but we'll find him again. We'll have our justice.
The Magister looks at you for a long, hard moment.
We have all the evidence we need. Now, I've got to...
Bugger off, I'm busy.
Chris
is still the favourite. If I bet against him, I could win big. Or
Then we can
lose
get
it
them
all.
out, and you can get back to work.
The dwarf peers at an expertly
Fascinating. Oh, my... what do you want?
with a small grin.
Indeed I am. They can close our schools, but they can't take away what I've been taught. Besides, there's still so much to learn. Plenty. These tainted fish are causing a lot of hardship. If I can understand what's happening, I have to try. Nothing venture. I need to see the effects of eating these fish. Yes, as it happens. I need to see the effects of eating these fish firsthand, if you understand me. Do as I ask, and you'll be amply rewarded, I guarantee you. Wonderful. Now, there's 3 samples. that I...
The fish instantly churns your insides. You double over. A sudden vivid sensation of floating. The dwarf suddenly drifts.
How do you feel?
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the dwarf's boots. He doesn't even look displeased.
I see. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from observing you. I owe you a great debt.
The dwarf puffs up his chest.
The fish is indeed malignant. Lizards are affected by it in the same manner as other species. Thank you, but no. I can only allow for one specimen. The fish you ate is known as yellow ridgeback. Quite a cunning breed. Often used in... Who is to say how such a creature might seek out somewhere that peddles alertness herb mixes? Adding these unique ridgebacks might make quite so. Now my work must continue, as soon as I've got in my quota of fish, of course. Farewell, stranger. My thanks once again, stranger. With your help, I might make a breakthrough yet. Well, let me see. The yellow ridgeback. Now, find somewhere that peddles alertness herb mixes. Then, well, I'm afraid I'm a humble sort. I wouldn't want to get mixed up with the sort of place that peddles. My findings are very promising, but...
Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
My thanks once again, stranger. With your help, I might make a breakthrough yet.
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you. The dwarf reaches into a bag. The innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile. You'd expect fish to smell, but these reek.
Aye, the coin's sweet, and the smell sure ain't. Mind you, the boss found a buyer for this lot, so my knife stays sharp and my pockets stay full.
He runs his knife through...
I'd say your guess is as good as mine. Except I got the set.
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling fish after fish, as the blood and black bile mix and swirl around his boots. Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has scrawled Black House on it in...
Here! Leave them back! Still no sign. I'll flush the rat. So, report. Did you find anything? If you see anything...
Take that, sorcerer. Dallas, get her! No. You're dead, Alexander.
Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead.
Here, mister. Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does he? Hey, are you a lizard? Whoa!
Cool. I think you look weird.
Come on, now you. Think.
It won't budge.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. She calmly opens her left eye.
What do you want?
The dwarf unfolds her arms and
All right, lizard. Right, glad Lohar ain't left us here to wither. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon. Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mordus has been up to. Probably got all sorts of tricks for covering his tracks. That weird priest's been hanging around Lohar for ages. Now, those half-wits below will get to it then. But...
I've spotted something.
You got rocks knocking round that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Dude to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
There we go. The door's opening.
Duna's dagger, Crimson Dragon. You here to free us or kill us?
getting an answer till you keep your hands free of wands and stuff.
Good to see you'd rather flop your lips. We're here looking for a slippery snake called Modus.
Only thing we managed were to close that door behind us and get us stuck.
Ain't no telling where that priest went off to. Started acting all fun. Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lohar and the rest, you know. But then he'd start looking all sick, and some stranger tried taking old Lohar down, but got himself caught and tied up. Ain't no coincidence, Modus.
She taps her finger.
A woman knows things. Nothing's getting past me. Best we head off then.
Well, this won't do. If I can get stuck, then I can get unstuck.
The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. Scratches and fissures deface its exterior, and its eyes have been gouged hollow. Your words are swallowed by the chamber's thick air. The stone is cold against your palm. This shrine to Duna may have been quite beautiful before it was so hot. Your words are swallowed by the chamber. This shrine to Duna may have been quite beautiful before it was so horribly defaced. The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. You scrape your knee on the wooden floor. The stone is... The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly... The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen... Your words are swallowed by the...
had a crowbar.
I've spotted something.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh, you got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking two than push by our own now.
There we go.
Finally.
Door's opening.
By Duna's dagger. You here to free us or kill us?
The male dwarf expels 2 lungfuls of air and
We've only been fretting here for a few hours, but it's felt like days. That snot-nosed priest's as slippery.
Ain't found nothing that lets on what Modus is up to. Only thing we managed were to close that door and get us stuck. And if there's another door out there, never could find it.
Lohar ain't gonna be pleased.
Ain't no telling where that priest has gone to. Started acting all... Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lohar and them. Then some stranger tried taking old Lo...
she taps her finger against...
A woman knows things. Best we head off then.
Won't do. If I can get stuck, then I can get unstuck.
Lohar will want to know of this.
The shrine depicts Duna. You run your hands along the exterior until your fingers graze the button noted in the schematic. There's no mistaking the sound of stone shaking.
I've spotted something.
A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre. A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre. Nice. Seems like I've got a real talent for this.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken?
Ivan smiles and...
you.